Welcome into Former Pages. I am joined by Princess Bryant once again because we told you we'd be back after Christmas to talk about the books that we read, some that were on the Cozy Christmas Reads TBR list that we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You read 3 of the books we talked about.
I did.
Currently, when we're recording this, I'm reading one of them. By the time this is posted, I'll be done with it. It's one of the short novella ones that I'm reading.
Yeah.
But let's just get into the first 2 that we talked about.
Yeah.
That we both read. Starting with The Christmas Catch by Toni Shiloh. Let's see if I can do this right. Perfect. Okay, so what were your initial thoughts about this book?
So when I was first reading it, I was like, okay, I think I'll enjoy it. It was moving pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think I had good thoughts about the book going into it. It wasn't anything like, oh, I think this may not be it. It may be a flop. But I think it was pretty good from the jump.
Yeah.
So it kind of moved along quickly. You knew why he was coming back to Georgia and everything. So I think it was good.
I liked the book. I was interested in it because I think that with a lot of romance books now, especially, it's like a lot of spice, you know?
Right.
And I like spice. I'm fine with spice. And sometimes, you know, you don't want the spice in books. Sometimes you just want a regular Christmas read. And so I was interested that we were reading this because you mentioned that she is a Christian author. And so I was kind of interested to see, like, how Christianity and religion was going to play a role in the book. And we see that more so play out because of his dad. His dad's a pastor. And his dad's not, like, a pastor who's, like, super welcoming. His dad's pretty judgmental.
He is, yeah.
He's pretty judgmental. And so for me, I was like, ooh, like, what's his family dynamic going to be like? Because he's coming home for Christmas. And the holidays, like, you want to spend with your family, whether that's your blood family or your chosen family. But it's like, if you don't want to spend with them, it's like...
Right. It's very awkward. Yeah.
And so then on the other side, we have her, and she is like a single mom trying to navigate, you know, raising her daughter by herself. And her child's father is
another, oh my gosh, Andrew?
Edward.
Yes, another Edward.
Another cheater.
Yeah.
Hate to see it. But I mean, BB, she takes it in stride, though. She tries to make sure that her daughter, Hope, doesn't really know that her dad is a bad person. But, like, reading the book, I came into it with, like, an open mindset of, like, okay, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
It was going to be, like, a short Christmas read. I think that I did enjoy the book overall. I enjoyed the book from start to finish because it did move fast. I think that sometimes the romance books,
they could drag.
Yeah. And it's like, let's get to it.
Right.
I will say, even though I'm like, I don't want spice all the time, when they hadn't kissed, I was like, kiss already.
Right. It did take a long time to kiss. That would be my only critique.
What it was weird about it's like they talked about how they kissed when they were in high school.
Right.
But then, like, as adults, that was like, what's going on?
Right. I will say, even though it doesn't need spice, like when he was there to watch Christmas movies, tell me that, like, they're rubbing knees or something, or like on the
they held hands,
right? Just something. Give me a little bit.
Yeah, like something cute, because I think that people have lost the art of holding hands.
Right.
I would have loved to see more hand holding in this book, or read more hand holding, because I think there's something sweet in, like, obviously they were like childhood sweethearts.
Yeah.
And I think there's something just like so sweet and like not childish about holding hands, but like it just like reminds you like being a kid.
Yeah.
You know? And so I would have liked to see like a little hand hold. You know, they didn't have to kiss, but I would have liked to see a hand hold, because a lot of the beginning was like BB was still mad at him because he left her. And he was like, I just need to do this because it's the right decision to do.
Right.
And I think he also just wanted to get away from his dad so much that he was like, I just need to leave it all behind.
Right. He was like, I'll give all of it up. Yeah. Also, 18? He was 18.
Yeah.
So
they're in their 30s.
Right. When it happened, he was like,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to do this. He thought it was the best decision at that point.
Yeah.
Of course, they're 30 now.
Right.
So he's coming with a new mind space.
And I think that was really good.
Yeah.
Now, one of the interesting things, we're going to talk about their dynamics with their parents as well, because he comes back and he gets injured during a football game, and he just happens to be close to home, and home for him is like some town outside of Georgia, or outside of Atlanta, rather, in Georgia. And so he comes home, his dad is still like scowling. And it's not really like, hey, son, like, I hope you're doing okay. It's like, you shouldn't be playing football anyway.
Right.
You know, it's more like, this is the devil's game. And it's like,
yeah.
So for you, we both grew up going to church.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that kind of like play out in the book of like having a preacher's kid point of view, like of what it's like kind of, or what it was like growing up in the household. What was your thoughts on that?
See, even though I grew up in church, I don't think my parents were that strict. I think they were strict, but they weren't preacher kid. Yeah. I didn't have to worry about all that. But at some point, you have to be like, at the end of the day, this is still my child. Yeah. So kicking your child out because they want to go play football. And I think it was interesting, his point, he was like, well, God gave me that talent. I should be able to go play. So it's very interesting to see all of it play out, for sure, and the different perspectives of all of it.
I agree, because his mom was like the complete opposite. And I do like, it's always interesting because I think that a lot of times, especially when we talk about religion, it's like the man is like typically the head of the household. And so we see his mom kind of take a back seat to it and be more comforting and nurturing. And it's kind of like, he even brought up in the book was, if my mom would have said something more, I would have knew she felt like this, like, would things have been different? And it's like, yes, you want to respect whoever your partner is in that marriage. And you also want to make sure that you guys are both being there for your kids. Right. And one, like, your kid's not running away. Right. Because they hate one of their parents, you know? Because, like, I think that he, like, downright just, like, did not like his dad, like, close to hate. Right. With how his dad treated him, and especially because he kicked him out because he wanted to play football. Right.
So it wasn't. Also, question. Let's say you're in that situation. As a mom, how far would you let it go? Would you let it get to that point where your husband's kicking your son out? No. I agree. I agree.
No, because I just think it's one of those things where I think, like he said, like, he was given these talents. He has the ability to do it. And I don't think that at any point it came across as though he was hurting anyone because of his talents. And I think that's the thing. Like, he was using his talents for good. And it was working towards providing him a stable career. And he was able to help other people as well. And so I don't think that he was using his talents for good. Like, I think if he was, like, a football player and was just like a terrible person, I'd be like, okay, well, maybe we should, you know,
stop playing.
But I also think that, like, you're gonna be a bad person if you're a bad person, whether you play a sport or not. Right. I know athletic people who aren't great, you know. So, like, I think that, like, that very rarely has something to do with you being an athlete or whatever the case may be. Like, a bad person is a bad person. Yeah. And so, like, I wish that his dad wouldn't have taken 30-something years to be
to
like,
say something.
Yeah, and also I think it's weird for when parents, because his dad was like, I thought that we would, like, preach together. I think it's strange when parents try and force something on their kid that they enjoy doing.
Right. Just because you enjoy preaching doesn't mean that's his desire. Also, speaking of the dad, I know they end up rekindling. I wish we learned a little bit more. Like, what was that turning point for the dad? I know the mom had pneumonia. Yeah. So maybe that was the turning point, but I wish we had a little bit more insight to that.
And I feel like that was the thing, because they talked about, the mom had pneumonia, and that's when he started to soften. He said that he started to listen to people at church, like, talking, but it's like, but that all happened before his son even came back. And so it's like, what was it when your son got there?
Right, because you're still a little,
Right. And so I would have liked to see more of that as well, because it didn't make sense. It was like one chapter, it was like, all right, they're friends again. Yeah. And the dad is trying, but it was like, and he said, like, oh, yeah, like, your mom got sick and it changed me, and I started listening to people at church, and, you know, like, they weren't too happy. But it's like, that all happened before he got there.
Right. Like, there was still at least a week, 2 weeks, where you're still kind of iffy on it. Yeah. So, I wish we did have a little bit more on that.
And before we get to BB and her family dynamics, the Christmas ball. Now, I know that some churches are like that with, like, Halloween. Like, they do Halloween, they do, like, trunk or treats or whatever the case may be. Yeah. How did you feel about him being against, like, their Christmas ball?
Okay, so when he was explaining, like, no Santa and stuff, I'm like, okay, because some churches will be like, we don't have a Santa. Yeah. Since Santa is not the reason we celebrate the holiday. Understandable. But you don't have to throw the whole holiday away. Like, you can still celebrate the holiday. One doesn't equal the other. So it was interesting. Yeah. Where they were like, oh, we don't need to bring reindeer. We don't need to bring Santa. He's going to freak out if he sees this. I'm like, it's not. It's fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
It is
you
fun.
You have the manger.
Right.
And the nativity scene, which I always enjoy. And I think that having like the reindeer and the hot chocolate. Like, I think it's fine.
It's fine.
I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy those parts of Christmas. But BB and her family, she is mentioning because they moved away. She moved home after her divorce because her husband cheated on her. Loser. And they have a daughter together.
They do.
And we see her, like, trying to still create space for him to be present, but he's not really having it. And the daughter's like, oh, like, I think that BB does a really good job of, like, being so present that her daughter doesn't really notice that her dad's not there.
I agree.
Because I feel like she never really, like, there were moments where she was kind of sad, but it wasn't like, I'm really sad.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Because you only saw maybe a glimpse when they went to her football game.
Yeah.
And I think she overheard them talk about a date. And she's like, oh, my dad doesn't go on dates with me.
Yeah.
So you get a little glimpse of it. But like you said, the mom really takes both of those roles.
Yeah.
She shows her so much time. She doesn't miss the other part of it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Do you, whenever BB's ex-husband said that he wanted to sign his rights away because he wanted to start fresh with his new family and not make the same mistakes, what was...
I wanted to throw my Kindle. I was like, what? Like, how did we get from point A to point B?
I thought he was going to come and say that he wanted to be in her life.
Right.
But he was like, I didn't want to mess this up, and I want to focus all my attention on this lady who I left you for.
Right.
What?
Yeah. He was like, I want to start fresh. I mean, Hope is still there.
Right.
So, yeah.
And it was extra because he was like, he couldn't get Hope for Christmas because they were having a Christmas party.
Right.
And there weren't any kids allowed. And so that's like, now you...
She's... Right.
What?
Right. I think...
Criminal.
It was more on the wife, too, though. I feel like the wife did play a big part.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also think, like, if you take on the role of being, like, a stepmom and... I'm trying to say this with kindness. If you take on the role of being a stepmom and, like, you don't embrace your partner's kids, then maybe that's not the relationship for you.
Exactly.
Because I think in my mind, I'd be like, well, if they're going to treat their ex's child like this, who is still their child,
right?
What are they going to do if something doesn't go well with us?
Yeah.
Are my kids going to be put to the side as well?
Right. You would think, as somebody who's pregnant currently, that she will be pushing for him to still connect with his child and be like, hey, you need to go see your child. You need to still have this relationship, not doing the opposite and allowing him just to get a way out. So it is very interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my next question for BB and Jaleel. Do you think that their relationship progressed at a normal pace, like when they reconnected, since they did know each other?
I think so.
Okay.
I think there was always still feelings on both ends. So because of that, I buy, like, he came back and I fell back in love and all that. I could buy it because there was love before. Yeah. Now, if they never met each other, and then I wouldn't buy it as much. Yeah. But I buy this pace. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay. My biggest gripe with the book, I know you said yours was you wanted more backstory. My biggest gripe with the book, I'm going to get close for this. If you write an epilogue, it should not be the next day after the book ends. Right. That made me so angry because I'm like, this isn't an epilogue. Right. This could have been another chapter. Right. And the epilogue could have been like a year from now after they had gotten married because, spoiler alert, he proposes on Christmas. And like, I love that, lovely. But that's not an epilogue. Right. Like, it's literally the next day.
I wish I saw a little bit of their life in Texas. Yeah. What happens after that point? I agree. That, like,
just disappointing. Like, that's what I wanted to see. But like, the epilogue being...
the day after. Christmas Day. That,
I was not a fan of that. But I give the book, I had 3 out of 5.
I give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, I agree. We can do half points. So we can't do half.
Yeah, we can do half points. We can do half points. Okay. I mean, yours seems to be from the ratings
pretty average.
Goodreads. Yeah, 3.46. So, I mean, I think that's fair enough. Now, on to the next book, Only for the Holidays, by, I'm going to mess her name up, Abilo Bello. She's a British author. Now, when I picked this book, I forget that I didn't understand British slang as much. I forgot that. Yeah. Because they were like in college, but she needed her mom's permission, and I was like, why need your mom's permission if you're in college? Are you not an adult?
Right.
But she was 17.
Yeah.
The main male character, he was 18.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this book?
Okay. I think we were talking about it, especially with like British romance books. Yeah. They all kind of read young adult.
Yeah.
And I don't think anything is wrong with that. It's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
If I was in high school, I probably would have ate this book up.
Yeah.
Freshman in college, I probably would have loved it. But now I'm like, it does give a little juvenile. I wish there was a little bit more. Like, I can't relate to the part where she escaped for the ball. And she was like, oh, my mom's going to be upset.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that this book, it was an easy read.
It was an easy read.
It was an easy read. I think if you want something that's like fun and like kiddie, like Taylor from Love Island, like I can't get a kid feeling. Yeah. I think this is a good book for you. Yeah. I did enjoy the book. I finished it, and I'm not gonna finish a book I don't enjoy. I did enjoy it. I think the British slang, like trying to figure out like what age you are in college.
Yeah. Because
I was like, what?
Right.
I cannot figure that out for the life of me. Because he was 18.
He
being Quincy. He was 18. Tia was 17.
17.
But they were both in college. And so I need to figure out, is college like what?
I think they do like a transition year. Like they're still in high school, but they take college classes, I think. Yeah. That's how it works. I'm not sure. That's the part where you realize I don't understand the slang. I think it was like the first chapter when he was saying he was putting something in the trunk, but he didn't say trunk. Like it was like the British slang for trunk. Yeah. That's when I realized.
The book.
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
It was something like that. Yeah. And I was like,
the boot.
I was like, what is he talking about?
Further education, colleges for 16 to 18. So.
Okay, so they finish up a little earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so this last, I guess what is our like junior and senior year.
Okay.
Is their college. Yeah.
Okay. That is very interesting.
University is more common for degree granting higher ed.
Gosh.
So college is usually, so like we went to university. Right. But that's specifically what they call it.
So probably like when you do dual credit and stuff like that, and you're doing that, maybe similar to, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we know.
Now we know.
What do you rate this book?
I think I give this one a 3.
Okay.
I think it was an easy read. I did like how we're going through the dates.
Yes.
So I will give it that, like from when they checked in to like Christmas and beyond. Yeah. So you're getting it day by day. I did enjoy that part.
Yeah. I like when we clearly know whose point of view it is, because that was something with the other book, The Christmas Catch, that it kind of switched in between the chapter.
In the middle of the paragraph. Yeah.
And so like I like this one. I think that I enjoyed it because like it was clear. And, like, when they had their first kiss, whenever it was, like, back and forth of, like,
that was good. Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah. To have that dual perspective. I thought it was a fun read. I do. Yeah. It was, like, if Hallmark made movies for, like, college students. Yeah. I think this is what it would be.
It would be a good one for them. Yeah.
Because think about it. Like, City Girl doesn't want to go to the country. Right. She does. Something happens with an animal because, you know, Tia's jacket got eaten by a sheep.
Right. And her shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it was like moving out here.
Yeah. When you go outside, you're like, what is going on here?
Like you coming from like Houston, me coming from like Florida, and like going to school in Pensacola for college, for university. Like by the beaches, and like that is what I imagine like the culture shock is like.
Yeah, you gotta find your Quincy.
No.
you gotta find him out here.
Anyway, yeah, I think this was cute. Yeah. I will say I would have liked to, at the end of the book, whenever it went from like her sneaking out because she got grounded. Oh, spoiler. So basically, there's a Christmas ball. As was mentioned, they agree to fake date to make his ex jealous, and so that she can kind of make her boyfriend jealous. She ends up breaking up with him, but she goes to London. She goes back to London to break up for him.
Right.
After her mom told her no.
Right.
And on the way back, they end up getting caught because a snowstorm comes in because her and Eliza get into an accident. Her mom finds out. She gets really upset. She forbids her from using her phone and going to the ball, and so then she's like, I need to hold my own in the bargain still. So she concocts this plan. She gets her younger sister's dad to come, who like still loves her mom, which I didn't really get.
Yeah,
I didn't get that part.
Right. I know the story doesn't focus on them, but their relationship is kind of like, what is going on?
It's like dancing in the background. I wonder if there's a second book that kind of talks more about that.
Right.
But my biggest thing with that was like, why did she have to get him to come?
Right.
Like, is it because she needed a ride there?
Or maybe a distraction for the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think more so it was a decoy, but I think that her plan kind of got a little fuzzy whenever it was like revealed that the mom had a date to it.
Right.
But I think it worked out in her favor that her little sister was like, I want Paul. Who was like her dad.
Right.
Also, when her and her mom were arguing, and she kind of brought up that her mom has easily like glided between relationships, and that's why she felt like she had to stay with her boyfriend who was not good for her. I was like, I think the relationships you see with your parents and the relationships you see them have definitely impacts your view on relationships.
Yeah.
And what is and is not normal. But even her mom was like, yes, but I realized that I was relying on them for everything. On me for everything.
Right.
And if you were her mom, would you have gone to her and been like, she can't go to anything?
I think so.
Okay.
Especially with the snowstorm and they almost got hurt. So, yes.
Yeah.
Also, when she was trying to deflect and was like, oh, you're the reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now. You're giving your mom a little too much credit.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't give her that. But, yeah, I think, because especially her and her mom have been open throughout the book the entire time. So the fact she went behind her back with that.
But see, that's the thing. She wasn't that open, though. Her and her sister knew, her mom and her sister knew bits and pieces about her ex saying that he wanted space.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But she never told them the full story.
Right.
And I think if she would have told them the full story, then they would have been like, girl, drop him like a bag of bad habits.
Right.
And been like, don't go. It was crazy that she still made him a cake, though. I would not have done that.
I would have not made him a cake.
No.
She's also 17.
Yeah.
So this is probably her first real boyfriend, first love and stuff. So you got to give her grace.
We've all made dumb decisions.
We all made dumb decisions.
Especially with boys.
But making a cake still.
I wouldn't have done that.
I think it would have sent me over the edge when he was like, oh, the cake's amazing and all this.
Well, here's the thing. No, I say I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have made him a cake.
Yeah.
I think I probably, if I already had the gift, I would have still given him the gift. Because I've been in that situation before where, like, things were, like, crashing and burning and I still sent the gift because I already had it. Hindsight, I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
I would probably return it.
Right.
Donate it.
Regift it.
But, like, I can see where she's coming from being, I can definitely see that. Because when you're 17, 18, and in college, those last few years of high school, beginning of college, your frontal lobe's not developed.
Right. She is better than that. Especially with still planning the party, too. Yeah. I would have quickly sent him all the invites and be like, you handle it from this point. Yeah. But she was still setting up the DJ. Yeah. She was setting up everything for the party invites and stuff.
She waited until after, she was going to wait until after his birthday to do the letter.
Yeah.
And let me just say this, that part kind of made me laugh because I have done that before.
You written a letter?
No.
Oh.
No. I waited until, like, the day after a birthday to be like,
no.
Finito.
Okay.
So, like, I think it's rude to do it on their birthday.
Yeah.
But she had time to do it before.
Right. So, she was just lollygagging.
Yeah. I didn't have time to do it before.
Yeah.
So, I think that she should have done it before. But, like, I don't think that the whole letter writing thing was very dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
Because, like, why did you... I think that he sent it in a text. He needed space. You could have sent in a text that you were done.
Right.
Because he only wanted you back because he saw you having fun.
Right. Also, bringing him the letter directly. Like, if you're going to do a letter, just send slide it.
By mail.
Right. Or send it by your friend. Her friend was at the party. Yeah. Just tell your friend, hey, hand this off to him. Yeah. If you really want to be dramatic with a letter. Yeah. But you could have just...
Her and Quincy were writing each other letters.
They did.
He wrote her a letter when she got banished to her room.
He did write her a letter.
If you got a letter, like if you and your boyfriend couldn't see each other,
mm-hmm.
and he wrote you a letter, like slid it under your like door, what would your reaction be?
I'm 17, right? Yeah, okay. I was like, are we talking about now or like?
You're 17.
I think it would be cute. Okay. I probably would. I'll eat it up when I was 17. Like I would put it away and everything.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Like. I think it's sweet when we do, like, cards to each other and write in that. But just, like, a letter, we're grown. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think it has the same effect.
And a method of transportation to see each other.
Right.
I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty on brand, too.
Yeah.
3.66 is
right.
what, you know.
I think it is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
It was fun.
Yeah.
All right, last book. I didn't read this book because I don't like scary stuff. You read it because you're brave.
I
did
read.
Freida McFadden. Tell me about it.
So, it's not even really scary. Mm-hmm. It's more just a little creepy.
Okay.
Do you want me to spoil it?
Yeah,
okay. So, one of the waitress, she's working for the holidays. Mm-hmm. And her boyfriend are kind of trying to figure out what they're going to give each other for Christmas. Okay. He was like, I got this big Christmas gift for you.
Okay.
You can't wait. The thing is that they're broke. He's in college. She's just working off tips.
Okay.
So this old creepy lady's been sitting at this booth. Mm-hmm. And she's walking over and she's telling her, like, hey, it's time to go. We're about to leave.
Yeah.
And this lady was like, well, I heard your dilemma. Stop by my store. Right. She's like, stop by my store. We could figure something out. So she goes to the store. I can't even think of the girl's name right now, the main character.
Was it Stella?
Stella, yes. So she goes to the store. And she was like, hey, I have this little necklace that my aunt and uncle gave me for my graduation. Mm-hmm. The lady, the store owner, she was like, oh, that necklace is cheap. I need something better. She was like, that's not going to get you anything in the store.
Oh, gosh.
So what she trades in is her hair. They kept talking about how long her hair is, how...
Like Rapunzel?
Right. She trades in her hair, so she cuts her bald. And she...
Okay.
So she ends up getting a pocket watch for her husband. And takes that back. She's so excited. Pocket watch is like jingling in her pocket to give it to him. So they exchanged gifts. His gift was like overcooked brownies. And while his gift is overcooked brownies, she's bald, giving him a pocket watch.
Does she divorce him?
So that's where the little twist, you know, Freida loves a twist.
Yeah.
That's where a twist comes in. Apparently, he already had his bags packed because he was going to divorce her. Yeah. She was like, why is this suitcase right here by the door? He was planning on calling it quits.
Criminal.
Right. But
criminal.
The store owner, mm-hmm. He was going to call it quits with his wife for the store owner's daughter. Yeah.
Did he know the store owner?
No.
Okay, so that was coincidence.
Right. So the store owner, she was like, well, I'm going to cut her hair off. She's not that cute anyway with her hair. Because she wanted her daughter to have the husband. Yeah. It was crazy. Also, she ends up killing the husband. Forgot to even mention that.
The wife.
The wife kills her husband. She was like, I did all this. My hair is gone. And you're not even grateful.
Does she get away with it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It kind of stops. She goes back to the store and hands the pocket watch back. And there's like blood on the watch. So, that's where it ends.
What do you rate this?
You know, for it being a short read, I give it a 4.
Okay.
Because I think it was quick.
Average.
Yeah, I think it was quick. Mm-hmm. I did read it in between the other 2 books.
Okay.
So, I think if you're getting that reading slump, it's something to push you through it.
Yeah.
And it was a quick read, and it allowed me to get back to the other book.
Mm-hmm.
There, of course, is only 50 pages, I think, 60 pages. Yeah, so, there's a bunch of question marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was overall, it was a good read. I think you just want to pick something up during Christmas dinner. You're like, oh, this is boring. You can pick up the book.
Don't get any ideas, though, if you're
Don't get any ideas. Yeah. Don't kill your husbands.
Yeah. No, if you don't like the gift, that's not. If you did not like the gift, that's not an invitation to do that.
Right.
I think this was successful. You know, we read some good books. Mm-hmm. A good way for the new year.
Right.
We're gonna have to come back and talk about the books we read this year.
We do. We have to do a wrap.
Yeah. We'll come back because we're out of time for this episode. But we hope that you enjoyed reading some of the books that we recommended on Cozy Christmas Reads in that first episode. If you still want to read them, go ahead and read it. Right. Christmas whenever you want it to be. Exactly. We hope that you had a very Merry Christmas, though, and a happy holidays, Happy New Year. And we hope that 2026 is a great year for you. Yep. See ya.